Hi, how's it going? It's Mike and I am back to record a tutorial. I want to teach you guys one of the tricks that I've made up. This trick I actually had help naming. We settled for Pocketsand, Pie Bear, and DHCP 138 from the Reddit Throwers IRC helped me name it, and I really appreciate that, so thanks guys. You're going to need a string that can hold tension pretty well, and make sure that you have neutral tension throughout this process because there's two pieces of slack that you have to catch, and a very tricky bind at the end that I don't always get perfectly, and it can be pretty hard if the tension is off. It'll twist up on you and it causes issues. So I'm going to go ahead and set my tension. Looks like it's just barely a little tight, and show you the trick. Ooh, see that tricky bind that I missed? We'll give it one more shot. See, bind is pretty tricky. The bind is one of those things where I was trying to do something creative and different, and I hadn't really seen anyone pop the yo-yo straight up into the string and catch it, and I thought it was really cool. So obviously I'm not hitting it that frequently, and that's mostly because I haven't done this trick in about 2 weeks now. I've been trying to get better at horizontals, which they're surprisingly difficult, and keeping it horizontal is pretty hard too. So anyhow, back to our trick. It starts out with a breakaway, comes over like you're going to do a 1.5 mount, and instead of doing a 1.5 mount, you're going to let it hit the string, and you're going to let your freehand index finger pass underneath the yo-yo. Then you're going to curl your index finger around the string coming down from the middle finger of your throw hand, sort of pull it up and over the yo-yo, basically crisscrossing it behind the string that is currently wrapped around the index finger of your throw hand. And you're going to pop the yo-yo up and over the string that was wrapped around the index finger of your free hand. So, break away, almost 1.5 mount into the string as your free hand comes underneath the yo-yo, behind, and as it comes behind, pop the yo-yo up and over the string that's coming off of your middle finger and over or underneath and around your index finger of your free hand. That's just a fun little pop to get it behind this string right here. So once you've got it behind that string, you're going to take the index finger of your free hand and basically curl it around behind the string and bring it underneath the yo-yo. From there you have this little green triangle looking thing that you're going to throw around and try and catch. It'll basically create a nice little loop for you to catch. My advice is to pinch the string up here so that when you throw it around, it tries to keep that loop open for you. As you see, it closes every so often. I think if you catch it a little bit earlier, it holds that loop a little better. So, from catching that loop right here, actually let me do it really quick because when I slow down to do the trick, I have a hard time. Okay, so from the catch, you're going to pass it up into the string that's going over the top of the index finger of your free hand, like so, and then you're going to bring your index finger of your free hand into the two strings coming up from the center of the yo-yo, like that. You're going to pop the yo-yo off the front of the string, and then you're going to let it hang down. You're going to flip it from over here up towards your free hand, up and over your free hand, and you're going to land it on the back string that is currently wrapped around the thumb of your throw hand, like that. It leaves you with a sort of backwards green triangle from what we just did before, and you're going to have that hanging off of your thumb. What you're going to do is you're going to swing it towards your free hand, let it off your thumb, and you're going to let it flip over the top of this string right here, and you're going to try and catch it on your index finger, like that. From there, you're going to bring your index finger of your throw hand forward, basically dropping everything off. At that point, you could technically be done with the trick, and you could bind it however you wanted. But if you want to be really cool and creative, once you've finished that part of the trick, you can do my fancy little bind that even I have trouble landing. Oops. So when you pop it out, if you cross your arms and then drop everything down, it sets you up really nicely to just bring your free hand out away from your throw hand. And if you just pull it straight, it should theoretically hit the string or slam into your next finger. So if you can get it to sort of swing towards your throw hand when you're pulling it up, it's less likely to slam into the index finger of your free hand. When it's up in the air, you're going to let it go above your hands as long as it's touching the string, and you're going to crisscross your hands underneath the yo-yo. So up in the air, into the string, of course, and what is happening is you're basically wrapping it like you would do a normal bind. But while it's in the air, you do that. You crisscross your arms, feed the yo-yo string into the gap, and it binds and comes back to your hand. Typically, it creates a knot. So this should be like your finisher trick. You should definitely do a safety throw if you're going to use this bind, because it's a very dangerous bind. It's flashy if you can hit it right, but I have never done it without it causing a snag. So, oops. Be safe with it when you do it. See, that time it came out. Be careful with it, have fun with it, but all in all, that is Pocketsand. A very fun trick that is probably one of the better ones I've made up recently. There we go, nice and smooth. And I hope you guys enjoy it. Just make sure that you subscribe so you don't miss anything else. Thanks again for watching. I'll catch you guys later, and you have a good night.